Morning. Today I'm talking about self-awareness, positive thinking, positive emotions. So we all want to feel good more often. So how do we feel good more often? We have to think good thoughts. Some of my clients say to me sometimes that they think too much. There's no such thing as thinking too much, unless you're thinking the wrong things. So if you're thinking negative, destructive thoughts, those thoughts have kids, those kids have kids, and before you know, you've got grandkids of negative thoughts going on. They just multiply like rabbits. Before you know, you're in a quagmire of negative thinking, and your emotions, you'll feel like absolute crap. Depression, sadness, sorrow, hopelessness. When you want to be thinking motivation, enthusiasm, love, encouragement, like all those positive emotions. So we have to start thinking positive thoughts, playing positive expectation, and it's all about the future. The future is promising if you decide that it will be. The future can be anything that you want it to be. It can be as bright as you want it to be, or it can be the other side. So sometimes when you're in the deep dark places like depression and sadness and sorrow and grief, you can't just jump straight to happiness and enthusiasm and positive expectation and love. It's just too far from one emotion to the other. It's impossible. It's like trying to jump across a 4-lane highway. You're going to get splattered. It just can't happen. You can't go from one vibration to the exact opposite vibration like that. It's not possible. So you have to find small little increments along the way. You need to go from grief or depression up to feeling a little bit better until you can start to feel maybe disappointment instead of grief, or whatever it might be, up and a little bit more encouragement, a little bit more, until you get to maybe optimism. You can see something positive coming along. So we call it rising up through the emotional scale, and generally the best way to do that is to get out and go for a good strong walk that gets your heart rate up, or if you run or cycle, or some kind of fitness activity that really pushes you and gets your heart rate up high. So that, and then begin going through the process. So you might go for a walk, and then you can start thinking positive thoughts. What can I start to think positively? What's in the future that I'm looking forward to? Start going through your gratitude affirmations, things that you're grateful for, and then maybe some meditation like we spoke about yesterday, and then some planning and some goal setting. Once you start feeling better, once you can start to have some positive expectation for the future, that goal setting and having a plan, and then creating a plan of action, and then you feel amazing already. You start taking action. You start to believe. So you dream, you believe, you act, and then you start and you feel. You can't just feel your way into acting. Action cures everything. Take action. Take action. Think. What do you want to think? Okay, how do you want to feel? What do I need to think to feel that? And positive thoughts are just like negative thoughts. You start to think positive, you'll start to create more and more positive thoughts. They have kids, they have grandchildren, they multiply like rabbits. Positive thinking happens the same as negative thinking. So you get to choose which side of the menu you're going to order from. And I suggest that we always choose the right side. And if at any time you can't get yourself out of a negative spiral of thinking, speak to your coach, speak to a mentor, speak to a trusted friend, Let it out. Talk to someone. Don't bottle it up.